What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Men's Club Podcast. This is episode 10, the big 1-0.
Big 1-0.
Big 1-0.
We made it to double digits without burning anything down.
Yet.
Young.
The
day is young.
But we're glad that you guys are here with us. I hope everybody had a wonderful 4th. Hope everybody got to shoot your fireworks and be American, drink your beers, eat your food, do whatever it is you feel like.
Burn down your liquor store.
Oh, gosh. Do whatever you feel like was the most American thing you could do on the 4th. And glad to be here with everybody. Hope everybody had a good vacation. I know you went to the beach.
Yeah. Should have. I drowned.
He drowned, but he's back alive.
Yeah.
Brought him back.
Brought him back.
What did I do? I didn't do a whole lot.
Hey, knowing you and your narcoleptic self, you slept.
I did sleep a lot. I did sleep a whole lot. Yeah, that's facts.
I went to Tennessee.
I did go to a little party thing. I went to a little 4th of July party.
You got friends other than us?
No.
little
I didn't say that. I said I went to a party.
little shindig, little get together,
little gathering of sorts.
With the masses.
Shut up.
But no, I went to Tennessee. Went to Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Knoxville, and that area of Tennessee.
Brag a little bit.
I will.
Well, let's be honest, he went to Tennessee.
That's true. Tennessee subscribers, please don't leave. We love you.
Mr. I'm going to go to Chattanooga.
We love you and your cousin brother.
Yeah.
Hold on. You went to Tennessee. He drove through Tennessee.
But we're gonna have a fun episode for you guys today. We're gonna do a little versus. So we want to get your thoughts and opinions on it as well in the comment section. But
and by that he means we're probably starting a war in the comment section.
We hope.
Probably.
That's the whole point of this episode. Controversy.
Yeah, you
stirring that pot.
You may get to see a fist fight break out before it's all said and done.
Probably amongst us.
Yeah.
But
feel free to join in, punch your TV screen or your phone or whatever it is you're watching this on.
But I'm just going to hijack this intro because it's gone on long enough. I'm Jordan.
TJ.
I'm RD.
And I'm Pops.
And this is the Versus episode of the podcast. So, starting it up. Let's start with the one that we were discussing literally before we started this. And what gave us this idea.
Yeah.
Whataburger versus In-N-Out.
Were you asking me?
I'm asking the table.
All right, well, hands down, Whataburger. I mean,
do you actually have a reason for that, or is it just something about your Arkansas brain that says Whataburger?
well, considering it's from Texas, so I don't know where you're going with this.
Well, you
But,
claim that Doe's was from Arkansas too.
it was. Don't listen to him.
Yeah, you want to go off on that tangent real quick, buddy?
Yeah. Next episode. Stay tuned. This one might be cut short. But yeah, Whataburger, I mean, it's from Texas. I mean, it's Texas.
That's your excuse?
I mean, the food there is immaculate. I mean, does In-N-Out have a huge, just whopping jalapeno burger? Yeah.
They don't need it.
Oh, they don't see that? They don't need it, so they're not any good.
They don't need it. They don't need a huge whopping jalapeno. I would go to Burger King if I wanted a huge whopping jalapeno burger.
Okay, now that is absolutely, I will disagree with you on that. Burger King don't hold a candle to anything we're talking about.
Oh, it
right
doesn't.
now.
But that's my point. I go to In-N-Out because that is a very special burger that no one else has.
I think they just like In-N-Out so
Whataburger
much
has very
because
special
you
burgers
can't
that
get it
no
here.
one else has.
Like what?
I just named one.
The jalapeno burger?
Oh, wait, I don't have my menu right now, but I guarantee you I can go through that menu
We
list.
live in a day and age, buddy.
There it goes.
I like how we all just like look at Pops.
Researching time. No, the animal-style In-N-Out burger, and for that matter, the animal-style fries, you can't beat them with a Whataburger anything.
That's my point on the In-N-Out side of this. I'm Whataburger because I've never had In-N-Out. Like I said when we were discussing this before we started, I am Whataburger because I don't know if I like In-N-Out or not. I've never had it. But I will say that I like Whataburger because I've had dang near everything on that menu as many times as I've been, and I love it all. And so it just makes me think that is it the animal sauce that makes people like In-N-Out so much? Because every time anyone brings up In-N-Out better than Whataburger, that's all I hear is animal style.
No.
If you only have one thing, does that really make you better?
That's what I was talking about, though. The one thing is not the sauce. Yes, in my opinion, the meat and potatoes, quote unquote, but the meat of the burger is better.
Yeah.
It is a better seasoned meat. It's normally better cooked.
So you're saying
but
that
it's still a
you're
franchise.
saying that burger to burger
Yes.
is better, but
Yes.
the animal sauce just
It just-
elevates it. Okay.
Over the top. You shooting threes at that point.
Okay. And that's fair. I can't argue with that because I've never had it.
Oh, it's incredible. And I don't understand, you lived out in Washington for so long. I don't understand how you don't just live, eat, and breathe.
Yeah, you're the
In-N-Out
only one
burger.
in the Whataburger camp that has an actual reason to compare the two. I'm in the Whataburger camp because I've never had In-N-Out, so I don't know.
I
Yeah, but you're not in the
prefer
Whataburger camp. That's what I was getting at.
He's pulling up the menu right now, so I'm going to have my subject matter. I'm
Why
not
do
the
you
expert.
like Whataburger, though? What about it makes you like Whataburger?
I know why I like Whataburger. I like Whataburger because of how big the burgers are,
Yes.
but they're wide. They're not tall. I don't like a tall burger. I like being able to get the whole.
I can see that.
Whataburgers, it's simple. I mean, like you said, it's a big burger, but the inside, it reminds me of like an old, like 50 style.
Like a diner burger.
Yeah, like a
Yes,
diner.
yes.
I mean, I can.
I know In-N-Out has one too. I know this. But
It's
I'm
not like
saying-
going to McDonald's though, or even Burger King for that matter.
Well, I mean, that's the thing with it, though. In-N-Out does make bigger burgers, but honestly, when I go, big guy as I am, the max I'm going to get's a double because I'd rather just eat 4 servings of fries.
Right. See, that's what, because I was talking to a guy today about Whataburger because he never had it at work, and I brought up the point that any standard, of course, you can get like your small burgers anyway.
Yeah.
But your standard Whataburger menu Whataburger is about 20 to 30% bigger than a Whopper, but it's wide. It's not tall, and I like that. I like being able to enjoy the whole thing all at once instead of having to like take it apart or like mush it.
Here's one for you.
Okay, wait,
Burger makes
wait.
a bigger burger.
Okay.
Again, I don't know.
You like your In-N-Out. I like my Whataburger. I will give In-N-Out this though. They have better fries.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Because you can get them Joker's animal style.
Let's talk.
But you're gonna have good food while you are alive.
Oh, man. All right, so here was the question that I was about to pose. Because I'm a just through and through. The actual fast food world. We live in Alabama, so the actual fast food world does not include In-N-Out. Does not include Whataburger.
Yeah.
I mean, it does, but you're driving at least an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah. So, what is the one for you?
In Alabama.
Like the place you think of, like, this is where I want to go.
Ooh.
That is available. You're not having to make like a special day trip to go get a burger. We're not Harold and Kumar in it. We're just going.
Well, you mentioned Harold and Kumar, so that makes me think of White Castle, which Alabama Crystal Burgers. So I mean, Crystals is, I guess my.
So that's like your go-to?
That's your go-to is Crystals?
Hey, I'm not going to hate on that. I love Crystals.
Well, I wouldn't say my go-to. It's the most like, branch off from your most favorite, your most notable fast food joints, like your McDonald's, your Burger Kings, your Sonics.
So when you want something different.
yeah, like Crystals or.
This is the conversation. Within an hour of where we sit today, we said, all right, where do you want to eat fast food at right now?
Oh, O'Reilly's.
Auto parts?
What? Go give me some of that 5W20. I'm thinking, sorry, Checkers. Good Lord.
Checkers.
How did we get O'Reilly's out of that?
I was thinking of Rallies. and
Oh, you were
somehow-
thinking of Rallies. It's Rallies and Checkers, yeah.
Is there a Checkers here?
Within an hour?
Should be Birmingham.
No.
Doesn't count. Pick
Birmingham
another
is
one.
not within an hour.
It's not.
No.
All right, then.
And again, this
Rallies.
whole podcast is debate.
There's not a
so
Rallies
anything
here.
we talk about, get in those comments.
Where are we?
Within an hour is Tupelo, Florence,
Huntsville.
Decatur.
Decatur. North Alabama.
No, Huntsville is not within an hour.
It is if you drive fast.
Where you going? Since you didn't even weigh in on In-N-Out and Whataburger.
Well, on that topic, In-N-Out, animal style all the way. Whataburger is too commercialized,
That's your problem with it, it's too commercialized?
and to me the meat quality are it's A and B. The meat quality at In-N-Out is so much better than what you get at Whataburger.
See, I can't dispute that because I've never been.
Because well, here's the thing, and you brought up a good point. Your favorite burger at Whataburger is the jalapeno burger, right?
Mm-hmm.
In-N-Out makes cheeseburgers.
Yup.
They don't put jalapenos. They don't put bacon.
Well,
they don't
it is
put
a cheeseburger, but
what I'm saying though, they don't have to put anything else on that. They serve you the burger, and that's it. Which brings me to to your next question. Within an hour, Amory, Mississippi, Bill's Hamburgers.
Is that a fast food place?
You'll get it faster than anywhere else in the country.
It may not be fast food, but they fast. Backyard burgers.
Backyard burgers.
Backyard's good.
Backyard burgers.
There's not one within an hour though.
See, now I was thinking like.
No, it's Bill's
Wendy's.
fast food though, because we talk about fast food.
Yeah. No, I was thinking like Wendy's versus
Like chains.
McDonald's, but now you've opened up this whole new world to me to what classifies a fast food. Are we talking like diner food? What are we talking now?
When I hear fast food, I think chain. If there's not more than 4 locations, it's not accountable. You can't do it.
Well, we in the South we got Jack's.
I mean, you're still, if you're saying fast food, you're saying that it's something I could go in at lunchtime.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking at this point.
Bill's Hamburgers.
So we're not
Because
doing chains then. We're just doing quick.
Well, you got to think all these chains originated as one restaurant.
True.
So
quick and dirty then is what we should really say.
quick and dirty, I like that.
All right, well, in that
Yeah.
case, Jack's.
You going with Jack's?
Jack's.
I'm not going with
Jack's. Before they changed the buns, Jack's was a good place.
Man,
Well,
see,
I
that's where we differ because I really like those new buns.
I used to work at Jack's, and I've seen pretty much all of the changes they've done in the recent years, and I don't like Jack's. I mean, I'll eat it, but like after working there, it just leaves a sour taste in your mouth about what they got going on. I will say though, those new chicken sandwiches they've got with like the sauces and stuff, like those are good. I'll give them that. Or when
Where
they
you
do
going?
them Asian wings, where am I going? That's a good question. So we're talking quick and dirty.
Quick and dirty.
Where's that place in West Point called?
That's more than an hour away.
Is it more than an hour away?
Yeah, it's an hour and 30 minutes. Oh man, that place is good though.
It is delicious.
That's the one we ate at.
Stafford's.
Yes.
I've heard of that.
That
Yes.
place is bomb.
Uh-huh.
And they got the milkshakes. That is a diner still.
Yeah, it's actually like a diner.
No, it's like a diner, yeah. Within an hour. Let me think.
Man, now I want a Bill's Hamburger.
Are you looking at you gonna order one?
You go Uber Eats it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing if they're open during COVID.
Which, by the way, you're
We're
going
going
to
to
spend
McDo-
a lot of money if you use Uber Eats. I used it in Knoxville to order
Oh my
Chinese
God,
food.
it's horrible.
The meal itself was $30. Ended up paying like $75.
I was about to say, you could order a $5 McDonald's hamburger on Uber Eats and pay $30 for it.
Yeah.
That's a good question within an hour.
And they still want a tip, even though the tips aren't
Quick,
there.
quick and dirty. I am going mugshots. Because, even though I'm arguing the fact that In-N-Out just has a better cheeseburger than Whataburger, I do enjoy the fact that Mugshots has some really specialty burgers, like, the Elvis Presley. It's
What's
got
the one with the egg on it?
I can't remember what the name of it is, but that's my favorite one. Actually, it's the breakfast
that's not
burger or
quick and
something.
dirty.
Well, crap. What's that one in Tupelo that has the Elvis booth next to his house?
Oh crap, I don't know.
You know? Oh, well, it's a good little diner, fast hamburger joint he used to go to.
I can't think, man.
Oh, come on, you got something.
Not within an hour. Everything I like's at least an hour and a half away.
Well, I mean, you got stuff like the Blue Canoe.
I don't like looking at it.
What else you got in Flowtown? I mean, you got all the little like pizza stuffs and. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good one too. Is pizzas.
Well, we had DQ.
Yeah, now there we go. That's it. Within an hour, Dairy Queens. Nobody thinks about Dairy Queen's food. If you've ever had it, you know what I'm on about. But if you haven't had it, you just be like, Dairy Queen's for ice cream. Go get you some Dairy Queen.
Ice cream. Check this out.
Chicken finger basket. Dairy Queen chicken finger basket.
Dude, let me tell you
Yeah.
straight. I got the cheese curds when we went, and Reynolds was like, I've never even had a cheese curd. And I gave him one little bitty one, and he was like, this is the best thing I've ever had in my life.
Yo, here's the thing. Dairy Queen cheese curds, fire. Not gonna lie. You want the best cheese curds in the business though? Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, B-Dub's got some pretty good cheese curds.
Never thought about it.
They're just not that quick and dirty, though.
Yeah,
is the
no,
only thing.
they not quick and dirty. Well,
That's-
they actually do pride themselves on their lunch, but I wouldn't say they're quick and dirty.
Steak and Shake.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I'm changing my answer. Because Dairy Queen, meal-wise, quick and dirty, Dairy Queen. But if we're talking just a burger, hamburger, cheeseburger, quick and dirty, Hardee's.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. And their breakfast is fire, though.
That's where I'm going for a quick and dirty burger.
I'm upset with Hardee's.
Why are you upset with Hardee's?
They sell tacos.
No, that's Burger King.
No, No, that's Hardee's.
Yeah, Hardee's.
They
also.
both do it, dude?
Yeah.
Hardee's though.
Oh, yeah, they're
Corporation
combined
and
with the red burrito
Yeah,
or whatever.
they've combined with the red burrito. I am upset with a fast food chain because they sell fast food.
Well, hold on now, because I thought that Hardee's didn't do the taco. Like, Burger King is like, this is the Burger King taco.
Where do they get on?
Hardee's this is a red burrito taco at Hardee's. Like, that's different.
No, it's in the same building.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's technically
So
red burrito.
you mad?
No, it's on the Hardee's menu.
So
So
mad
they
at-
combined the menu too now? Because last
Yeah,
time I went,
no,
there was
no.
a split sign.
No,
No.
the menu's been combined.
The one in Hamilton, it's all one thing.
So
can
you
get
mad
a
at Taco Bell because they sell fried chicken?
Yes. Do what you do.
Do what you do.
Well, you understand what I'm saying though. Is every time you see like the little gas station Taco Bells, they're
I'm not talking about
in
them.
the building with a
Yeah, I'm not
KFC.
talking about that because I mean, what that is, that's a conglomerate.
Give me a leg
that
and put it in a tortilla wrap.
that is a conglomerate that is utilizing a space. So that's why they put KFC with Taco Bell in those gas stations.
Can we all just agree that the quickest and dirtiest when you ain't got no money, McDonald's 2 McChickens and a cheeseburger. Get in, get out.
The number 9 where it comes with a 2 cheeseburger and small fry.
Yeah. Medium fry.
Hey, I tell you right now, we was talking about Jack's earlier. Whenever I go to Jack's, I get the 2 cheeseburger meal. I love it.
And now that McDonald's has gone back to the old cheeseburger recipe, I'm glad you told me about that, by the way, because I used to hate their cheeseburgers. They've gone back to the old way, and it's, oh my God.
Which the old way is add a half a pound of salt before you cook it.
True. That's true.
Man, if I don't have to drink a gallon of water after eating McDonald's fries, I don't want it.
Okay, can we also talk about the fact that for whatever reason, you can go to any fast food in the world, but McDonald's Sprite in the plastic large cup hits different than any other Sprite.
Well, I've
That's just
always said
freaking
that
TV
McDonald's
static.
Coke and McDonald's Sprite has always tastes better than any other Coke on the market. I don't know why. It's just
That okay.
Because they put the salt in it to make you want, you got to keep drinking it.
Yeah, is that a necessity?
I halfway agree with you.
Why am I
The
thirsty?
best Coke I've ever had in my life. You go to the Dismal's Canyon. They have an actual soda jerk.
Yeah.
Where they add the syrup and then they hit it with the carbonated water. Now that is a good Coke.
Now,
Than that. And so, no.
all right, well, since we're going to talk about clean, I want to hear your answer on this. Waffle House, Huddle House, IHOP, Denny's. Rate them.
Rate
Waffle
'em?
House number 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to sit here and talk to me about cleanliness at Waffle House number 1.
I can sit there and watch them. You can watch them wash every dish that they do. You can watch them wash every pan they do. You can watch. You
And-
let 'em
and
I can
everything
watch
that
them.
they
I
do.
can watch them dunk every dish in the water.
No, they wash them. And you've never seen them dunk them. You don't sit there and lie and say you have.
Now here's the thing with it. Here is what the all-time breaker is, though. The reason that I say Waffle House number 1, I don't care about their cleanliness
I don't
habits.
either. That's my point, though.
I care about the fact that they open at 4 a.m. and I can go get a waffle.
That's my point. That's my point. I don't care about the cleanliness. As a matter of fact, and I've told you this before, sometimes someone in the group will ask if I want Waffle House at like 2 in the afternoon. And my answer is no. Because if it's not the night crew and they're not all outside sharing a Virginia Slim or a Menthol 100, I don't want to eat it. That's how you know it's about to be good.
You
No
realize
standards.
you just didn't do anything right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Just
lit a
wanted-
match just to look at it.
Just wanted to make sure.
I think everybody's focusing their attention over here.
They weren't.
No, I was 100% watching you.
Because there's a rewind button, and now that we've talked about it, they're just going to go back and watch you.
Oh man.
But moving forward from food, now that we've got that out of the way, what we want to do next? We got a couple different roads we can go down.
I've got something
Speaking
sitting in
of
front
roads.
of me that I've got to say it. Colt versus Glock.
Colt versus Glock?
Colt versus Glock.
Glock, dude.
You think so?
Colt is overpriced for mil-spec. Anything.
I agree with you. They
Colt
are
AR is
overpriced.
worse than any other AR on the
Well,
market.
wait. Let me bring it back.
Them Glock ARs.
Let me bring it back just a little bit. Let me do it this way.
Okay.
Colt 1911 versus G19.
Glock. Because a Colt 1911, you're getting a bone stock mil-spec 1911 for what you're going to pay for a Kimber 1911.
Well, I agree with
So,
you.
Glock. I'm going with Glock on
But
that.
I mean, it's like I was saying earlier, though.
my
There's
Taurus
a
19.
there's a lot of history in the Colt 1911.
There's a lot of history in Glock, though.
Yeah,
But now stop. Are we talking? Are we choosing? Oh, are we looking at it for history? We looking at it for reliability?
whatever purpose you want to look at it for.
Overall, Glock, all the way.
I can take that Glock and that Colt and throw it in that mud hole there and pick that Glock up and shoot
And the
it.
Colt is not going to fire.
The Colt is not going to
It's
fire.
not going
It's
to
not
fire.
going
It's
to.
not going to fire nothing.
But I love a pretty gun.
Well, see, that's it. That you're more about style than function.
Yeah.
Which-
Even though I own a Glock.
Well, that's where I can't see you picking Colt, because you talk about liking a pretty gun. The Colt 1911s aren't pretty. They're the GI.
They are pretty to me, though.
Fair enough.
That's
There's no
why-
account for taste.
That's why I like them, is that they are the GI.
Now, if we're talking like military versus military, I got to go Glock. But now, if we're talking custom versus custom, 1911 all the way. Not necessarily Colt, but not necessarily Glock either, because at this point, it's not a Glock. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if we're talking just out the box from the factory, I got to go Glock.
I'm gonna have to go Colt. Just
Just to split the table.
no. Just, I like style and I like the way it looks. I mean, the history of it. It's American. I mean, hey, it's
I mean, you know that in 2020, Glock is one of the most American guns you can buy. They're made in Georgia.
I mean,
Colt. I said what I said.
yes, they are made in Georgia. But here's the other thing with that right there. If I want a Glock, I want one like I've got. I want it
From
to
Austria?
I want it to say Austria on it.
And that's my favorite thing about Glock too, is you'll get these guys, oh, shoot Springfield, that's the most American company, and you look on the side of a Springfield, made in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
You look on the side of a Glock, Atlanta, Georgia.
Like Taurus in Miami, Florida.
Brazil though.
But I mean, I think mine says
Most of them's Brazil.
yeah Miami. This one.
Oh, is you from Miami?
Miami.
But I mean, there again, you've got your USA branches, and then you've got your overseas branches, and it's funny because most of your major American guns now are all overseas.
Yeah, I agree with you. But here's my biggest thing with the 1911 style pistol. It is 3 words, 1 name. John Moses Browning.
Fair enough.
I have never found a gun that John Moses himself designed that I did not like.
God, I have. You know that this is actually a fun story about John Brown. Winchester had a deal with him because of him, and I'm not disagreeing that he is probably the icon of firearms, no doubt. But because he made so many good things, Winchester had a deal with him where any patent he come up with, they bought it, no questions asked. So they would go on stints for like years at a time where they were buying stuff that was just garbage. He would come up with a patent, they would never do anything with it because it's trash. But they bought them because when that one golden nugget came out, they wanted the lockdown on it.
Yeah. Did not know that. That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
See, I would have screwed with him. I would have patented just bullcrap.
Like, literally, like, look him up. He has like over 100 patents that have never been used ever because they suck. But Winchester bought them so that they could keep him.
Well, I mean, I can kind of see that too, because the Winchester 1897, the trench gun, that was one of his designs.
Yep.
Man,
It's got one of the slickest triggers on it, and it actually has the best reset in any shotgun ever. Because there ain't no reset.
Well, let's talk, since we're doing versus here, and we've already done Glock and Colt. Let's go a step more open, 9 versus 45. That's the ultimate debate, is 9 versus 45. I mean, yeah, you got 9 versus 40, but the original debate is 9 versus 45. Where you sit on that?
9 versus 45. See, that's hard for me because I really like a lot of things about both rounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I own both now, and I love them both so much.
yeah, I own 389 and now 45.
The only thing I don't own is a 40. I've got a Makarov,
See, I've
9
got
by
both.
18. I've got a 380. I've got a 9. I've got 45. The only thing I don't have is a 40 in your major cup. But I don't like 40 that much.
That is hard though. 9 versus.
Well,
45.
you know, it's like we was talking about the other day. Big, slow bullet defeats flesh. Small, fast bullet defeats armor.
That's true. Especially if you get them 9s that's the super fast 9s
No.
that just shoot straight through plates.
No, you know, and that's kind of where I'm at with it. Is I think they, if I'm going to pick a favorite one, I'm picking the 9. Just because
Overall favorite.
Well, not overall favorite, because I'm still a 40 fan
40
boy
guy.
at heart.
But between the two.
Between the two, I'm going to say 9. But the reason being, the ammo's cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
It is more available.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I can defeat armor with it where I can't with the 45.
Well, and that's where this debate has actually changed over the years, because when the debate first came out, we had just developed rimless cartridges.
No.
And so pretty much all we had was Full Metal Jacket. And that was the debate. Do you hold more that go faster, or do you hold these big old honking bullets? But now, with bullet technology, I mean, unless you just like it, there's no reason to go 45. Really.
Yeah. I mean, well, there's...
What you think?
9.
9?
He is a 9 fan.
He's a 9 fanboy, period.
No.
That's all I have.
I'm going to have to go with 9 as well.
I mean, I do enjoy a 45.
Yeah, I'm going with 9 too.
I enjoy the snap, crackle, and pop of a 45. But for actual scenarios where I'm going to have to be using a gun, I would rather have 17 rounds of 9 instead of 7 rounds of 45.
And before we get some people in the comment that say bias,
There is no bias.
45.
No.
That's not the one gun on this table is a 45.
So we're all in agreement?
We're all in agreement on that one.
I think we've all sat down on the 9.
9, yeah. And again, everything we talk about, even the segues, hop in the comments, let us know. We want to know. This is an open discussion.
128 patents
Total?
total, covering 80 district firearms produced by Winchester, Remington, Colt, Fabrique Nationale, Savage, General Motors during war times, among others.
That's another thing people don't realize. You realize that the Colt AR, the Colt M4, actually has not been the military rifle for a long time. FNH.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
I forgot about General Motors making weapons.
Yeah,
back in the day.
GM made them back in World War II.
Didn't they make the M1 Grands?
I think so.
Yeah.
Which is, if you can find a GM stamped M1 Garand, you are sitting on some money. Like an M1 Garand by itself is already high, but if you can find a GM one,
Yeah, that's a lot.
that's a lot of money.
There is a company and an association that monitors and, how do I say this? They monitor and control how many M1 Garands get sold every year.
I believe it.
And the reason being is they want to only sell top quality M1 Garands. They only want top quality M1 Garands being sold in the United States, simply for the fact to preserve the history of the M1 Garand. I was actually looking at this the other day. There's a waiting list for like years.
Well, that's like the actual Colt World War II model 1911s. Colt actually does programs every so many years where they will rebuy. I know you know what I'm talking about. They'll just have in the military armories just stacks of them that never get used because they've been there forever. They will buy them back to circulate them at a ridiculous price point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because of the
there's-
history in them.
There's certain guns you can do that with.
Yeah.
I mean, like we were talking about earlier, the German Luger. You can sell the German Luger for anything you want.
You can sell a German Luger knockoff for $1,500.
You know, I mean, they're not guns that are being made anymore.
And I know because we almost fell into that trap.
Yeah, almost. I think
Yo,
that guy
when-
was just a skinhead with a regular, the off-brand Luger. Just put swastikas all over it. It's like, it's a real one.
You know when the first 1911 was used in combat?
In combat?
It was in the Philippines, wasn't it?
Nope.
Wasn't it? Because I know that's one of the main reasons.
Well, hold
they were
on.
made.
So before the 1911, it was either the 1906 or the 1908. I think the 1911 was actually fielded before 1911.
Well, you got
was
the
it
Colt
not?
1900 as well.
No.
No?
No.
It was after?
1918.
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure then.
1916. It was first tested in combat in Mexico in 1916.
Well, yeah, because they had that long R&D phase getting it dialed in.
I believe, and I could be completely wrong on this. It's been a little while since I watched the video on the history of it, but I believe the one that was first fielded in the Philippines was the 1897 trench gun.
Now,
I know it was a pistol too. It was Colt-made pistol because that's the only thing that could.
the Army
Take 'em out.
adopted the 1911 on March 29th, 1911.
Okay. But it didn't get used.
But it wasn't actually used until 1916 in Mexico.
Well, that's a logistic thing. That's a big thing. If you're into firearms history, a lot of people don't realize a lot of these guns, like today, even the SCARs, the new SCAR PDWs that you guys have, they're not being fielded yet. They've got them, but there's a long period of actually getting them rolled out before they ever actually see use. Because you got to think, you have to get so many thousand units made up to distribute. Then you've got to train everybody up on them. Then you have to get the infrastructure for the ammunition and then get that to everybody. So you're looking at upwards of a decade in some cases before this gun. You know, in most cases, it's sad to say, but most military guns are outdated by the time they actually get used in combat, just because of how long it takes to field them. And then you find one that you like and you stick with it. That's why the M16 platform has been around since the 60s.
Is France still using the FAMAS?
They're actually switched away from it.
Really?
Yes, they have switched over to something that's more in line with the FAL, is it?
Something like that. I knew they used that thing for forever.
Yeah, they actually got away from it because they got tired of the bullpup.
Gun, though. Well, fair enough.
Like, it's an amazing gun, but just the intricacies that are in a bullpup, they wanted to get more in line with the simplicity of the NATO standard, like a FAL or an AR. Matter of fact, where is it? I know you know what I'm talking about because you've seen some of the videos recently. Lewis Machine and Tool, I think it is, has actually got the contract for, is it Belgium? Not Belgium. Switzerland, maybe? There's a country, like a smaller NATO country, that's switching to a M4 platform, and LMT is actually the ones making it.
Really?
Yeah. It's either LMT or LWRC is actually making it.
Oh.
It's got like an ambi receiver. It's really nice.
Do you have any more to add to this before I move on to the next one?
You know what Glock is illegal in the United States?
The 18?
Nope.
I would think it would
I
be the
am
18.
almost 100% sure the G18 is illegal.
Because it's a full auto.
Well, I'm saying though, bulk made.
Oh, just made to go.
What?
I don't know.
Glock 25.
Was it?
What is it?
The Glock 25 was introduced in Germany in 1995. It is a semi-automatic handgun created for South American civilians for defense because they could not legally carry military caliber weapons. 380 caliber bullets makes it legal to use in South America and ironically illegal to import to civilians in the United States.
So you can't import a 380?
Nope.
Huh. Why?
Oh, what's that?
We'll have to research that later.
Yeah, that's weird because I shoot 380.
Yeah. All right, so this is a versus.
A versus.
Light duty trucks. Chevy, Ford, Dodge. Go.
So like a three-way.
Yes.
Okay. Whew. Light duty trucks?
I know what you're going.
Light duty trucks, I'm in the same camp as this guy. I am in love with his truck. Colorado, baby.
Well, light duty trucks also extends to the Silverado.
It does, yeah.
Yes.
That's what I got.
Okay, so midsize, of those three midsize, I'm going Colorado. What I would consider more standard size, I go F-150. I'm an F-150 guy.
I can see that.
So I've kind of got a split there. I don't want to Dodge light duty though.
Ooh, man. All right, so I owned a Ford. Ford's always been my favorite. Recently switched over to a Chevrolet.
Got a little money, huh?
You got a little money, huh?
Ford is still my favorite.
Hold on, though. Let's get something out of the way because I've owned Ford and GM, but Chevy. Chevy blow the coldest air out of anybody.
Chevy got that ice box.
Chevy got that air. You can have no Freon in a Chevy and it still blow cold air. I don't know what they do.
But there's, like I told you, there's no in between.
Yeah, it's either you're freezing or you're hot.
You either got Antarctica or hell on Earth. You got to take your pick.
Now with a Ford, you can get it dialed in and sit in your nice climate, but you ain't gonna get as cold as a Chevy.
Look, I don't know what y'all are driving, but my car literally has a thermometer on it.
Mine does too, but it don't blow anything other than frost.
No, mine don't do that.
All right, you gonna have the AC running. You're a little bit too cold. You don't want to burn yourself out.
You run it down 2 degrees.
You got to crack that window a little bit.
No, what I do, because I figured out, blow it out. No, in mine, what you got to do?
What's wrong with you?
Is all right. So you got to put it on. So I've got anywhere from 85 heat all the way down to what they call C. That is lower than 64 degrees. It just goes down to a C. Now, for whatever reason, if you put it on anything other than C, you blow in heat. So what you got to do is put it on C and freeze yourself out. And if your tootsies get cold, you just turn the fan speed down, and that's how you mitigate that.
Your car is literally Satan's hell when I step in it.
Oh, it gets hot so fast. Black leather, and it's like that Alcantara leather, and no tint in the windows.
I have to like roll the window down before I even step in it.
See, I've got a solution to that too. I mean, lock start.
Also,
He's got
you got that money.
See, well, mine's supposed to have external start, but the key fob's broke.
Is there anything on your car that works?
Aux cord works. Gas pedal works. Gas pedal works real good.
I know I got in there the other day, and I don't think there is a warning light that car has that isn't on.
Oh, it's all on. We got the tire pressure sensor on. We got the check engine light on. We got the
product?
we got
Of
the
course
air,
it's
hold on,
gonna
we got
have
the
all lights.
airbag light on. We got the seat belt light on.
But like I said, it's a GM made product, so I mean, if it doesn't have any of these lights on, I mean, it's
I don't want
a piece of crap.
it. Exactly. That car ain't even got the new broke off of it yet.
Sorry. Maybe not anymore. I forgot they switched, I think.
Say, mine don't have no lights on it.
He's got
Something
hold
wrong.
on. Let's talk about somebody that's got that new money though. That truck is nice.
This man had to have an owner of a dealership asked to buy his
I
truck.
give you. He goes. I give you a brand new 2020 off the lot.
a Chevrolet dealer was like, I don't even have that Chevy.
There's only what 4 of them in the South.
When I got mine, there was only 4 in the South.
No.
Very rare truck. It's bad though. Look like a panda.
Like a panda.
talking about black S6. No, white Colorado horse. Panda.
Says shitty.
And I know when he's coming around because I see Colorados come back and forth, and I can literally, and I've seen it, and I know you've seen me. When I'll turn down here, he's like a quarter mile up the road, and I go, I know who that is. You can just tell something about it.
Well, it's the grill of it actually. That grill was only used for that truck.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous truck though.
Well,
When
the
it
new
runs.
the new ones are using it too.
Are they?
Yeah, it's an option on the new ones.
What is it they
Regular
got though?
Colorado.
The kit for that truck that can
they
take
saw
that
yours.
up to like ridiculous horsepower and torque with like very little of anything.
What are we classifying as ridiculous? It comes off the lot with 365.
Yeah, but there's like some little kit he was telling us about that just like super crazy.
Yeah, you can push it to 480.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. For like no modification really. You just like bolt something on.
Basically just supercharger and computer.
Yeah,
work.
that's it. Well, that's like my car though. Talking about Chevrolet and how crazy they are. You know, my car is a Pontiac G8. It's actually a Holden Commodore in Australia. GM owns the brand. Well, in Australia, they actually have a factory tune. It's not even anything done to it. You just go to a dealer and go, I want the tune option, and you pay them like a G-bar, and they just unlock something, and it takes it up. He says some kilowatt hour. It translates to like 500 horsepower with just a tune.
It's a lot of horses.
Probably changes all the electronics in it. While we're talking about that, everybody's seen the Jeep Gladiator.
I love it.
That's the
Love
truck.
it. Love it.
Yes.
Want one.
You know, I didn't think I wanted one until I saw one in person.
I don't like them that much. I do like the way they look in person better than pictures, though. I'll say that.
Why in the world would Jeep put out an aggressive looking truck
Mhm.
that they haven't put out since whatever that other Jeep
It
truck
was
was?
Comanche.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the
It was
80s.
like the 80s.
Yeah.
And it does not come with a standard option for a Hemi.
It don't.
I mean, that's the question, though, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean, why would you do that? Why would
Well,
you build a truck that has
As
the room
senior.
for? Because here's the thing:
as
you
senior.
can go to Mopar, and Mopar will put you one in there,
But you can't get off the line.
but you can't get it through the factory.
Here's the question. Why do you not put it out with the Hemi in the Gladiator, but you do with the Cherokee?
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, and I'm sure if not that we have any engineers from Jeep that watch this, but
If you get on.
I'm sure it's got something to do with safety and all that stuff is the reason why they don't do it. But at the same time, though, it should be an option. It should be something that if I decide I have the money and I'm not worried about
Safety.
flipping at 200 mile an hour, then I should be able to buy
That's
that.
probably what's
See,
wrong
that's
with
the
it,
thing,
with
though.
that
The-
box shape and just the weight of it. You probably put a Hemi in it, hit the gas, and go, what?
Because here's the thing. When they first introduced the thing, you couldn't even get it with a diesel.
Yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
that's true. Gas
I mean,
only.
it was gas only.
Which here's another question.
You want me to shoot that? No? Okay.
Ford Ranger.
I was about to ask the same question.
You built the Ford Ranger, which was cool. Great truck. Whatever. Then you turned over and you built the Ford Ranger Raptor. And you made it a 3.6 liter diesel.
Okay, I like that question, but here's my question. How are you going to bring back the most requested Ford truck, sell it for 50 grand, okay, and you close the door and the whole truck goes...
Well, see, that's my thing. When I went to buy by the Colorado.
Uh-huh.
I looked at the Ford Rangers. They were just brand new out.
Matter of fact, that's what you wanted first, didn't
That's
it?
what I wanted. Because,
Yeah.
you know, and I've always been a Chevy guy.
Yeah.
But I wanted a Ford Ranger. I liked the way they looked. I liked from the outside.
Yeah, they look gorgeous.
And
Favorite truck.
I actually got to go see a guy that owned one. And when I sat down in it, I closed the door, and every piece of plastic on that truck shook.
Well, and that's the
It
other
rattled.
thing that I love about Chevy. Anything, you can buy an economy line Chevy off the lot today, and it's soft touch plastic, leatherette. You buy a mid-grade to even some high-grade Fords, hard plastic, glued on, like fake leather. Like, I don't understand
I'm real upset that, you know, the Raptor, the F-150 Raptor has the legendary presentation of being a two-wheel drive sand dune machine, and you put a diesel in the Ranger.
Yeah.
Why? You can't even spin tires in it.
Well, that's
Well,
like
I can't guarantee that.
that's
but-
like talking about that.
Well, now,
No,
here's the thing, though. Now, with the Raptor with the diesel, yes, that is a very tunable truck. To Make
Yes.
it do whatever you want it to do. But yeah, coming off the lot, it's not going to be what when you think Raptor.
Uh-huh.
It's not going to be what you think it's going to be. But it
Well-
wasn't. It was never built to be the F-150 Raptor. It wasn't that. That wasn't. That's just like
All I'm saying is they should have continued the Baja heritage.
yeah.
they done that as a selling point. They done that for marketing.
People that don't know.
I mean, that's what it was for. Because here's the thing, the F-150 Raptor, yeah, that still has the Baja about it.
Oh, it does.
That's
It's
where
still a gorgeous
I mean,
truck.
that's where the legacy comes in at. This is basically just like any other manufacturer that puts out a mid-size, mid-price truck and slaps some name on it that has been iconic.
Well, and here's my thing with it.
That's like the Toyota TRD's, the new one, and all they've done is change the brakes up a little bit, put a snorkel on it that you can't even choose to not have on it.
Yeah, that irritated me. That irked
pissed me off.
hard.
It was such a cool truck, and they're like, we're gonna put a sand snorkel on it, and you can't not have it.
Yeah. But that, just going back to the Raptor, the Ranger Raptor, that is like me going to a Ford dealership. And for anyone who doesn't know about the Cobra Jet, you can't even drive them off the lot.
Nope.
They're not street legal.
Nope.
But it's like me going to the Ford dealership saying, I want a Cobra Jet Mustang, but I want you to strip out that big old V8 with the Whipple supercharger on it and put the V6 in it, and I still want to pay $120,000 for it.
Yeah, I agree. And
Whoa. You made me think of this.
I was about to ask the same question I think you're about to ask.
No, I'm switching.
Okay.
We switch it.
Okay.
The greatest tragedy.
Yep, we're on the same
greatest
page.
tragedy in automotive history
Yes, I know where you're going with this.
is to build the latest model Corvette, and I can't get it in a manual shift.
Oh my God.
Okay, no, I'm going to disagree with you
no,
there because that's not the greatest tragedy. Because I'm going to ask two questions to get to my point on this. First question, we've talked about brands. Import, because we're all kind of import guys. German versus Japanese is my first question.
Oh, Japanese, hands
German.
down.
What's the criteria?
For like a sport import car,
German.
German or Japanese?
German.
Oh, Japanese.
Japanese all the way. Now,
Japanese hardcore.
to ask that, let me ask.
So you're going back once again. Are we talking style or function? Because hands down, function as far as performance, it's always going to be the Japanese.
Yes.
They're always going. They're always going to be able to
wait.
produce more horsepower
Wait.
out of a smaller engine. But now, if you want something that I'm going to enjoy driving,
Cushy, drives
then
nice.
I'm going to want the German.
Wait. One letter, two numbers.
That's true.
R34.
That's true.
I'm still going German because the simple fact is of what I'm going to get with that car.
Oh man.
And now
Yeah,
that leads to my second question, though. What was 90s, mid-2000s, the most iconic street illegal?
Well, Toyota Supra.
Okay, now, that leads me to my point. How you, and this is what I think is the most tragedy in automotive, how you going to make the new 2020 Supra after coming off the success of the friggin' twin-turbo factory unlock one yellow bolt and outrun any police car in America, and now your new one is going to cost $150,000 and it's literally a BMW Z4.
I'm telling you, you're right, 100%. But I can't go to Chevrolet and pick up a brand new Corvette and not get a manual.
Well, you know why, though.
Why am I? I know what it is. Millennials, y'all know how to drive.
No, that's not it. It's because they want to compete with the Italian and the German standard.
Chevrolet said it's because the new generations can't drive a clutch.
Really? Because I was under the impression it was because literally all of your European brands are switching to flappy paddles because of Formula One.
Well, still at the same time, you buy a high-end European like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, or a Porsche, which is very comparable to the Corvette, at least on the low end. The flappy paddles are still true manual with the clutch.
That's true. And the Chevy's not.
But it is a PRD drive, and it's ridiculous because what have I done? I've taken away one
the
of
sports
the very
car
things
of the sports car
that makes Chevrolet's number one selling ever sports car, and I'm turning it into a sedan.
You're not even turning it into a sedan.
Well,
you're turning it into a friggin' not a Miata, but a.
I don't care what you about to compare it to. It's a grocery getter.
It's a grocery getter.
But I mean, I'm sorry, you're taking away the teeth from a car that's iconic. You're taking away one of the things that made that car so special was to be able to get in that thing, dump the clutch, and light them 50s up on the back.
And that's a wonderful point to make too, because they're trying to compete with the GT40, which you also can't get with a manual. But what they're really supposed to be competing with is the Shelby, and you can't buy those with an automatic now. You have to get a manual.
We didn't even mention the Dodge Charger and how it veered away from something amazing.
It's literally a sedan now.
Yeah.
Well, that's because we're not talking on Dodge right now.
I mean, they did though. They did
Go away.
Yeah, it was a tragedy what they did to the Charger. Even though I do enjoy the new Chargers, but the original muscle car Charger,
General Lee style.
The General Lee.
Well, when you start talking about that, anything that they're reinventing, they're not staying true to its heritage. I mean, look. They even talked about bringing the Barracuda back and the concept cars of the Barracuda. I mean, it's a German car.
Yeah, that's all it is.
That's all it is. It's a German look about it, and you're taking the muscle out of the muscle car.
Well, that's like the new Mustangs are designed off the Aston.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all that stuff they're stealing or taking inspiration for
what they shouldn't even be doing.
I mean, Germany has made German cars for centuries.
Well, I mean, it's Germany, you know.
But at the same time, they never produced anything that you could get out of Detroit.
True. True. Now, here's my question for you. You can, I'm going to say revitalize. I'm not going to say, I'm going to say revitalize. You can't, what you're doing is you're taking the original spirit of the car and bringing it into the new age.
We're not doing this facelift bull crap. You're just bringing it back.
Well, you're in a way. So, what is the one you would bring back?
That isn't currently produced.
Plymouth Roadrunner.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I like that.
And the Buick Skylark.
I like the Skylark too. I like the Skylark.
If I could bring one back.
No U.S. laws matter. No laws matter.
You just
Grand
bring it
National.
back. Grand National.
You bring the Grand National back.
Oh,
Or
that's a pretty one.
Or, and this is one, I'd like to have one of these. I'd take one today if I could find one that was still in good shape. Chevy Cyclone.
I thought you was about to say Bel Air.
My two, since he listed two, was the Typhoon and the Cyclone.
I thought he was about to say the Bel Air for a second.
Oh, no, my guy. You take an S10 pickup truck and you put a Corvette engine in it.
Yeah. That's facts.
and about 25 cinder blocks in the bed.
Yes, because you will roll it.
No, it's all way you keep the front wheels or back wheels from bouncing.
It's the three-wheeler of the truck community.
But look at this. And I don't know how, y'all haven't never done as much as I have.
Yeah.
Been on 247 on Friday night at the drag race.
Well, they shut it down. You can't do it no more.
And when they have open night and seen people roll cars off of trailers. I'm talking Vettes, Mustangs, Camaro. I mean,
track only
these
cars.
things just bloop, 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 just loping. and a guy drive up through the pay gate in a Grand National and whip everybody there.
Well, that was like one of my favorite episodes of Top Gear. They went to Vegas, and their criteria was they wanted to bring a taste of Europe to America and to prove how much better European sports cars were. And they went to Vegas, and they've got Beat the Heat, which is where Vegas has a problem with street racing. So they do Beat the Heat. You can take your modded out street cars and put them up against the cops, modded out cop cars, and race. They had Lamborghini, Aston Martin, Bugatti Veyron, I think was one of the ones they brought. We're talking bus links. Every one of them lost to off the street.
It's just putting this out there. They brought a Veyron. Now here's the thing. Veyron could run 263 miles an hour.
He can't do it in a quarter of a mile.
He can't do it in 42 miles.
Yeah, I forget. Wouldn't they have to have an 8 mile straight to get up to the top speed? Because they did that on Top Gear too.
It is something crazy like that. It's ridiculous. Like,
you know, I'm still old school when it comes to stuff like that.
But you set the Hennessy Venom on that same 8 mile straight, it's already been there.
You know, the line from Ben Diesel. I live my life a quarter mile
at a time.
I mean that's true. You take and here's the thing, and you know, and we may get comments disagreeing. Nobody ever, German, Italian, Japanese, I don't care what car brand you bring out here. Nobody ever could set up a car to do a quarter of a mile faster than Joe up here on the road in America.
That's facts.
Well, you know, that's what I was about to say. The Japanese quarter mile car is the Supra that we were talking about earlier. The 2JZ Supra.
2JZ.
But you don't have it built in Japan.
Nope.
You take it to your cousin who has a garage somewhere back in the woods, and you build it there.
Well, here's the thing. Road race, they'll whoop us all day long. They've got road race
If you're talking
beat.
about something that has to have handling,
Yeah, we ain't it.
now, Grand National ain't going to handle. But if you keep it in a straight line, you fix to eat some folks
But now,
up.
if you're straight lining, you get that 61 Firebird, that 61 GTO, Hoss.
It's like I got old Doomfacci up the road with a Shelby GT Cobra.
Fact. Fox body, 4-cylinder off the lot Mustang that's got a friggin' stroker engine conversion and a friggin' like NOS kit that's like 4 shots of NOS at once, like crazy stuff.
I'm going to shoot you straight. I can take you to a house right now, and it's one of them up the road kind of guys. There is a 1,000 horsepower Camaro from the 70s sitting in his garage.
Let me tell you this.
But nobody knows about it because he won't take it out of the garage.
Well, here's the thing about Americans and talking about backyard, out down the road kind of guys. And y'all have all heard this story. I know you've heard this story. Senior and my second cousin grew up together. And they liked working on cars together. Well, my cousin had a Formula. And they decided they want to see just how wild they can make this car. And Senior can get in the comments and tell you what all they did to it. But bottom line is, they got this thing so wigged out that you could sit in the parking lot and put a 2-liter Coke bottle in front of the front tire and just pump on the gas. And it would go and crush the Coke bottle. It had so much power. They were like, yeah, we got to go back down about 2 steps or we can't drive this.
Knock this thing down about 600
You can buy new
horses.
fenders.
But backing up, because I haven't told my 2 yet, I'm actually going to go with some weird ones. I'm not going classic in the context of like iconic cars. I'm just going on as an enthusiast, cars that I love that are just weird that I would love to see come back.
Okay.
My number 1, DeLorean Motor Company DeLorean.
That's an iconic car for all the wrong reasons.
And my number 2, hold on, if y'all think that one's bad, you're gonna like my second one. The number 2 car, honestly probably the number 1 car I would love to see made today, AMC Gremlin.
What there ain't enough fireballs in your life?
No. I would love to see what we could do with an AMC Gremlin in 2020.
But you know,
All right, so we had a technical error. We know it's right here at the end of the video, but we do want to tell you our goodbyes.
And our news.
We got the news.
We got the news.
We got the news in there.
I think all we missed was I think it ended on me going cigar.
Yeah, it was about the Gatlin Burlier.
Yeah, they're a tobacconist. Check them out if you're in Tennessee in that area.
Yeah. And
They're
hit
awesome.
us up if you like what we're doing because Artie had a great experience with you. So
Yeah. Was there anything that we did after that?
we already got the packs.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was it. We just did literally the outro.
The hit, the like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that. Check out the social media. I don't know if that's in there, so I'm just gonna say it again.
We apologize.
Yeah, like it just stopped.
We made a uh-oh.
We didn't make the computer was just like.
No. Evidently, 10 podcasts will fill up a terabyte.
No. There's a
There's a lot more than 10 podcasts on that computer.
yeah. There's still some old YouTube stuff on there already.
A bunch of video games.
As a matter of fact, I deleted 12 videos of it.
Okay.
That's how we can record right now.
Okay.
All right. But with that,
I'm RD.
I'm TJ.
I'm making the same joke again. I still love Arkansas. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Pops. Ching, ching, pow.
So it's good to see y'all at the end of this video. As you saw, we have technical difficulties. New shirt? Yeah, new shirt. What? You'll understand this later. But this is a little PSA we wanted to include. We had some technical difficulties, so we didn't get to actually give our outro. There were some shout-outs in there and a mentioning of a semi-plug. Yeah, there was a semi-plug. I'll let RD take that one away. You gonna let me do this one? Yeah, go for it. All right, since I was there. Yeah.
But I went to Tennessee a couple weeks back for the fourth.
Okay. I ain't cut it.
No, but I went to Gatlinburg. Geez. I went to Gatlinburg for the fourth and stopped by a cool little smoke shop there, and it's called the Gatlin Burlier Tobacconist, and they're located in Gatlinburg. It's in the mall in downtown, and what's the problem?
Finished. I'm hungry. Finished.
But really cool guys. They were awesome. They helped me pick out exactly what I want. I just described one thing, and they're like, "Oh, this is what you need," and like took me straight to the source and got.
You just grabbed the package if you was in your own.
I'm gonna say they just sold him the most expensive thing there. Boy, was I fooled. No, they're really cool guys, and I really appreciate it. If any of our viewers happen to make their way up in that part of Tennessee, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, travel to Gatlinburg and visit them. They're actually located in the mall, right there on Skyland Drive. And you go in there, and it's the most homiest people like you can. Homiest.
It's the homiest feeling.
Homies?
Good people.
You got homies there?
Good folks.
They helped me What out. up, I my mean, they gave homies? me pipe cleaners. The pipe. I actually have a cigar, which you already seen me smoke that one. But cool little corn pipe they gave me to try out. Works great. Highly recommend these guys, and I want to thank them for actually looking us up on YouTube, giving us the like and subscribe. And actually, one of the guys actually commented on stuff like right off the bat.
What did you comment back?
Yeah, good. But he actually like tracked me down in the mall and was like, "Hey, I need you real quick. I was watching your episode just now, and I noticed one of your guys is a pipe smoker, so it's like, yeah. But thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I'll be visiting you again once I'm back in that area.
Oh, we all will.
Holla holla.
Yeah, we may make a special trip to Gatlinburg to see you.
Yeah.
But
Don't be a stranger, my homies.
so the other big thing from this episode was that we hit 50 subscribers.
We did.
Yep, 50 subscribers.
As of recording this,
And
we're
we still
actually
got 50 subscribers.
yeah, we're actually 52. We actually have gone up 2 subscribers since then.
But we're able to keep them for a week.
Yeah.
They've all left. We have none.
But what we wanted to announce is there's going to be a giveaway contest or something to those tune of words. It's going to be a drawing. Yeah, there's going to be a drawing. I like that better.
Yeah.
At 100 subscribers. So our 100 subscriber special.
Artie's going to draw you.
Yeah, he's going to draw you like one of his friends girls.
I was about to say it.
But what's actually going to happen is there's going to be a special. We're going to do $50 go bag. we're all going to go to a big box store somewhere, and we're going to put together $50 go bags, everything from the bag to content.
Individually.
Yes.
So they're like
so,
kind of like a vlog competition.
Yeah. So there's going to be 4 bags, and we're going to do, you know, some prerequisites of subscribe, comment, like, share. You know, there's going to be some stuff.
Share's the biggest one.
There's going to be some stuff you have to do, but 4 of our viewers are each going to get a bag, and it's just going to be randomly selected, and it's going to be one of our bags that we've built in this competition.
Now we'll actually like go through the bags in the competition and kind of our mindset, and then
It'll have our names on it, so you know whose bag you just got. Like me, it'll have my name on it, but TJ has his. Like,
And we're
cool. I got TJ.
Yeah, we're gonna give
a
them
bag.
No.
But that happens
But if it's my
at
bag, you probably won't get it.
100.
You know my bag.
Yes.
That happens at
That's gonna be
100
happening at
subscribers.
100 subscribers.
So if you start sharing now and get 100 subscribers, then you get your bag sooner.
Yeah, faster y'all help us.
Faster we help you.
Especially our big name people that watch this. Gatling earlier. If you can share, please.
I love how I batted it.
Little iPad. But I think that's gonna wrap this one up.
Yeah, that was it. We just had
Yeah.
to cover those bases.
So I know we've already said it once in this video, but I'm Jordan.
I'm RD.
TJ.
And I'm Pop. King, wow.